Hi, it's Craig back in the sports cabin. It made perfect sense to me late yesterday afternoon. The Astros get a walk-off homer to win it in 16. After all, they had 12 walks before Marwin Gonzalez had the game-winning knock. 12 walks is 1,080 free feet, or in football terms, the guy's got 360 free yards. 12 walks. Man, that's something, huh? They left 17 runners on base. 17 in the game in which they only scored 5, and 2 of those were in the 16th. Stats included the franchise's 1,500th homer since the ballpark was Enron Field, and then, of course, Minute Maid Park. Richard Hidalgo, remember Doggy? He hit the first one back in 2000. Gonzalez made it 1,501 3 hours after George Springer had made it 1,500. Longtime play-by-play guy Bill Brown had the winning call on TV. He then went down memory lane talking about that 22-inning win the Astros had in the Dome over the Dodgers back in 1989. I'd given my season tickets to a family friend for that game, so I missed it in person. The family stayed for all 22, setting a record for that family and for many others with 3 seventh-inning stretches. I took my son to the day game that followed that 7-hour marathon, and I think we got robbed as that game only went 13 innings. Both teams had grand slams. For some odd reason, I stayed for the entire 13 innings, not something a broadcaster does when he isn't working. Then there was another incident 8 years ago. A friend of mine took his girlfriend to an Astros Cub game at Minute Maid. She wasn't from around here and didn't understand baseball at all, had never seen a game in person. That game went 18 innings. She said, I finally figured it out about the 13th time they batted. We were just glad they could keep it going for her. This is Craig Roberts on Click 2 Houston. And by the way, some have asked, why don't I get one of those magic remote controls so I'm not pointing my finger at the camera to turn it off? Hey, I don't want to eliminate the human element.